Oh, we shot him in public, then he can decide who become the next black president?
So, um,
Really?
so I'm sitting here kicking in with one of my fellas, and
You on live?
what? No, I'm just recording. This is just a video. I'm not streaming. So, what we're discussing, you know, a friend of mine is a former.
Don't put it in
He's
there.
been.
Like talk to people.
Well, what we're talking about is the structure of the gang. Like the structure of Vice Lords, the structure of Gangster Disciples, the structure of Bloods and Crips. And I'm not that versed in that culture, to be honest. So I'm asking someone that knows a little bit more than me, who's relatives and who came up in Chicago where gangs are, you know, prevalent. And what I was suggesting is that we take that same structure and instead of teaching street ebonics, we teach business ebonics, right? And I'm asking, I'm my buddy, like, is that possible? And off jump, well, initially he seems to think it's not, and I disagree. I think it's a must. I think it's necessary. I think even if it's not possible, we must. Cause think of how many people we lost. You know what I'm saying? In that world. If we was actually teaching them things where they can prosper instead of dissipate, what type of culture we would have. You know what I mean? Cause essentially the gangs were organized in the streets, right? So if we're organizing the streets and we're planting business seeds instead of destructive ones, what can happen? Because
Nobody want to hear your business mind frame.
nobody wants to hear my business mind frame, then that's fine. You know what I mean? Those people can stay broke.
It's not.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not about being broke. It's more or less about what's in front of you. You can't tell somebody that's sitting on the corner making. Say they're making $100 a day. Just a random.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a fact.
$100 a day.
It's not a factor amount of money. It's just a figure.
Okay.
So say they make $100 a day.
Mm-hmm.
If you come tell them that they're making $100 a day, and then you show up and say, "Well, okay, I got this job for you. You can come get some work. I'm gonna teach you a skill. I'm gonna show you how to prosper. But I'm not gonna pay you until next week. That don't help me out for today."
So
Yeah. It's crazy. It's a crazy mind frame. Cause that next week pay would never send me to jail. Right? If I go work for you for a week, I would never go to jail because I would make money from it. I would actually be able to file taxes. I would actually be able to,
so you making my point for me.
So back to the point. This $100 right now. When I ain't got nothing, if I ain't got nothing to look forward to, fuck your 40 hours.
I mean, so
Give me my $100 right now.
so let me
go sit down for 2 years and be cool and just not to say that it's right. It's a mind frame.
So
Not to say it's the worst way to think. Yet it's the way that some people think. It's the worst way to think. Yet it's the way that I'd rather go sit down to go make this little tools and fuse.
my brick on.
I don't even.
That's my mom.
That's yours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay. So check this out. You're insinuating that I'm trying to offer these young brothers a job. I am not. Right? What I said, wait. You have to listen, my brother. What I'm saying is that what I said is entrepreneurial, right? That's a big difference than punching somebody's clock.
I sell dope. So what
so listen. So instead of selling dope, sell a different product. The same principles remind
is it gonna make $100 a day?
It'll make you more than that. $100 a day is chump change. $1,000 a day is chump change. $5,000 a day is chump change. You can make the same amount of money You can make the same amount of money in a dope game, in a legitimate game, but you're legitimate. You know what I'm saying? You can probably make that 10 folds without the risk. This is not.
It's only chump change if that's not what you getting.
So
if I'm making this already, I'm putting a different advocate.
Okay.
If I'm already making $1,000 all day illegally, if I'm already making this illegally, why would I stop making $1,000 a day illegally?
So hold on. I will fucking tell you, right? Because you are risking your life when you can apply those same principles. You're not listening. You're not listening. You can apply those same principles and feed your kids. That is ridiculous to sell dope if you have other options. Yeah. Now, wait, if you're selling dope, right, and you have other options, I'm not talking to you because you are ignorant on a level that I do not want to associate with, because it makes no sense, right, to apply the same business skills illegally that you can apply illegally and triple and beat down the fucking game right now. Wait, because they call that shit the trap. They call that shit the trap for a reason, right? Yeah. So if you are initially and intentionally going into the trap, then you lost.
If I make $100,000 in dope, what I'm gonna do? Go sell music?
Nigga, you can sell anything. That's the fucking point, my nigga.
No, see, that's not the point. Because you cannot take $100,000 in dope money and just go sell something.
How come you can't?
Where you get your money from?
Man, so hold on, man. Come on, man. I know you're not finna come through that because every dope man had a legitimate business. I can say Frank White. I can say what? I mean, but they had legitimate businesses, so you can't sit here and tell me you can't take dope money legit. How you think the motherfucking politicians doing it? The politicians the one moving the motherfucking dope, and they legitimate. So how you gonna sit here and tell me you can't make dope money legitimate? It's all legitimate.
You all right? We need to go find us a senator, because that's the only way you can make dope money legal.
Hey,
because they sell more drugs than anybody that I know.
I'm not naive. I understand that let me make this point.
The mind frame, the mind frame of somebody that is on the corner, not even on the corner, somebody that has that runs corners and shit like that, the mind frame into being into legitimate business is small. It's not a big percentage.
That
a lot of I don't think people really. Drug dealers sell drugs to spend money. I don't think people realize that. Like,
so does business people sell products to spend money. It's all a business.
Okay,
all I'm saying is instead of doing something detrimental.
You are right.
Our people are last in that field. Last in that field.
The drug dealer businessman and the Fortune 500 businessman go totally different.
No, it don't.
Yes, it does.
It don't.
Because the 4500 businessman do his shit with a text, and the kingpin. If you a kingpin, the kingpin do his shit with text, like Tech Nines and guns. Like you're not. See, it's a different.
Look.
I don't think
Go ahead.
people. I don't.
Go ahead.
Think people really. Okay.
Bro, you cannot wait. Let me say this.
Okay, let me say this. Let
Okay.
me say this. Take everything that you have ever seen in the news or read in the newspapers or ever seen on TV or ever seen about anything about drug dealers. Take all that away. Put that shit in the trash. Cause it's not that way.
I'm not talking about that. So you saying it's a different mind frame, and I'm disagreeing. You cannot sit here and tell me that Jeff Bezos ain't a savage. You cannot sit here and tell me that the motherfucker that run Microsoft ain't a savage, bro.
I'm not
you
saying,
can wait. Let me make my point. You cannot build those type of companies without being a savage, bro. So it's not the different mind frame. Instead of using Tech Nines, bro, they use lawyers.
It's a difference of
it ain't.
It's a difference.
And they pay off politicians. It's the same shit.
It's a difference of dealing with people that listen to you because they have to, and listen to people because they trust you. It's two different people. The niggas in the tech world, they dealing with people because they have to.
Man.
The niggas in the drug game, I trust you to be this person. So within my trust, I will give you this part of me. It's a different level.
So to be honest, I don't know.
The world is totally different. You cannot sit a dude that does technical surveillance. Let's say you do technical surveillance. You cannot take a dude that do technical surveillance, sit him down in a room, and he watch 5 people get murdered. Yet you can take a dude that does technical surveillance for the cartel. He can watch 5 people get murdered because you probably set it up.
So
it's a different way of lifestyle. The way you make your money makes a difference.
My argument, the only argument I'm making is that I believe you can take that same gang culture and instead of using it for you can't. I gotta get a sentence out, boss. You can take that same. You good? What you say? You Lord. My bad, Lord. Can I call you God? Can I call you Joe? Which one? My bad, Lord. So real talk. I believe you can take that same structure and use it for good, bro. We have to. We losing. Bro, it's important, bro. We are an endangered species, man.
I'm not saying that you can't. I'm saying that it doesn't. You have a more chance of. I don't know how much money people really seen in dope before, but it's not really. It's only a couple of big meets out here. You know, everybody doesn't see.
Bro.
Everybody doesn't see that money, man. It's not. Every nigga out here, just because you sold an ounce of weed don't mean that you moving pounds. Like, it does not move that way. It's not a lot of. And then to even get on that status, like, do people know what it takes to actually be something like that?
Be something like what? Like Big Meech?
If you want to call it, yeah.
So,
do you know what it takes to actually
reach
a category? Do you know how many people that you have to know to actually get to that spot? Like I'm
still focused on the good. So check this out. Imagine if Big Meech had a corporation that they couldn't take from him. Imagine how much good he could do.
You gotta be a rapper first.
No, you don't, bro.
Dang, where it's not.
Bro, there's Byron Allen.
He had money.
No, he did.
Where you get his money from?
He worked for it, bro. His mom worked his mom took an internship at one of the fucking TV stations. His mom took an internship at one of the TV stations, and he learned how to license television and started a business. Okay. Look what you can do when you start a business, bro.
Just by around.
He owned the fucking Weather Channel, bro. I don't know how much shit, but he's a legitimate businessman that didn't rap, bro. That's worth $1 billion.
Do you know he got lost today? He's gonna win against.
He lost.
He didn't. See, that's another thing.
He lost that lawsuit.
No, he did not lose the lawsuit. You pay attention to it?
I know recently they went to court.
He did not.
The federal Supreme Court.
No.
Go ahead.
Read more into it. And he talked about it. I think it was Charlemagne. I could be wrong, but he talked about it to somebody. He did not lose the lawsuit. He's still strong. I can't remember what it was that he lost, so I don't want to speak and not.
I mean,
say
so okay.
Yet his lawsuit is still going on. He did not lose his lawsuit.
So check this out. That's making my same point. He has to go to court to force white people to do business with us. And I'm encouraging us to start our own. So we don't have to go to the Supreme Court to force them to work with us, bro.
We lost our own when Martin Luther King and I had a dream speech.
We did what?
We lost our own when Martin Luther King had a dream speech. I want us to be equality with white folks. Yet he didn't know that equality with white folks would mean that we wouldn't buy black folk clothes.
I agree. He didn't do that on purpose. It wasn't a purposeless statement. Right. He wanted us to be all equal. That he didn't know what us being equal. Malcolm X had a better idea. The worst thing that happened to us is they ended segregation because that forced us to use their shit. We should have created our own.
Dude. I'm from Chicago.
We should have created our own, bro.
Have you ever seen Marshall Fields? F.L. Schwartz?
Yeah. I'm from Chicago too, boss.
So, call me boss.
My fault. That's just it's a term of endearment, bro. I'm calling you a boss because you should be one. Yeah. Not gang affiliated. I'm calling you a boss because you are a boss.
I'm just fucking with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just fucking with you.
I use that as love.
Yeah.
That's my thing, to empower my people. Hey, you see what I'm saying?
They ain't there, shit the same thing.
I'm doing that shit subliminally. I use that a lot. I call people boss subliminally to empower my people because we need to be thinking like that.
At all time.
We are last in the business field, bro. We don't own nothing.
So what you think about Charlemagne telling Joe Biden he has the best interview with Joe Biden? Did it bother you?
I mean, what Joe Biden said about it, he said something about like.
No, why did it bother you? Because if you're not black, you're not voting for Joe Biden.
Yeah, that bothered me. That's racist.
Why?
Because
Obama said it.
Fuck Obama. Obama did more for faggots than he did for black people. I don't respect you.
Not on purpose.
What you mean not on purpose? No, he didn't do it on accident, bro.
Dude, what else the fuck he's gonna do?
Obama wasn't shit but a puppet.
The shit that they let Trump get away with, they wouldn't. 100%. I'm not even gonna even down the numbers down. 100% of the shit that Trump get away with, they would not let Barack Obama get away with. This motherfucker didn't even.
You making my point?
This nigga didn't even let him reveal his fucking portrait.
You making my point? If you ain't had no power, then what good are you to me? You a puppet.
All these niggas puppets, man. That's why I'm not a corner boy.
Hey, I'm with it. Me either. Well, I'm with it, man. You know, man. You hear me though, bro. And I appreciate you being devil's advocate, but like think of what could have happened if they used gangs for positive instead of negative. Think of what could have we were being. Think of what we could have accomplished.
Okay. And I hate this still play devil's advocate.
I love it. We need it. That's good TV.
What would the court systems do if they use gangs as positive instead of negative?
I mean, that's my.
You couldn't sell crack rock, which you created. You couldn't put niggas in jail, which you created. The 3-strap rule, which for us wouldn't be created. So, how many motherfucking white people will be out of jail without a job?
That's the plan. Take their power from them.
Well,
that's the whole plan.
Dude,
don't give them fuel for their fire. Don't give them all these ignorant Negroes. Give them knowledge.
They gave us.
Come on, man.
They gave us that for that though. It's like they gave us this shit so that they can make. Do you know how much money they make off drugs?
Yeah. Do you know how much money they make off prison? Do you know how much?
Okay. At a certain point in time, cocaine was legal. Right?
So,
right? Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
At a certain point in time, cocaine was legal. At a certain point in time, prostitution was legal.
Yeah. That shit's still legal.
If you in the right spot at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
There you go. That's how it's set up. Dude, do you watch Western movies?
A little bit. I'm familiar.
My great grandma got me into Western movies. I love Western movies. I'm a big Wide Earp. I'm a big OK Corral, Tombstone type of nigga. And I love hood movies too, but yet the Western movie, like I like what's dude's name? They had the cowboy show
damn. I'm just out of control with that.
Can't think of it. My great grandmother got me into all that. Yet her mother was born in the United States without a birth certificate.
Wow. I mean, yeah, like most of us had a similar history. Like I don't go back that many generations. I think I go back. My great grandmother was my grandmother mother picked cotton. It's only I think I'm only one generation removed.
So a lot of this shit it wasn't built for Jim Crow Act. Have you ever actually read the Jim Crow Act? Do you know that we were still slaves in the Jim Crow Act?
I mean, I'm a little bit familiar with a lot of different things about that area. I'm not an expert on nothing. You know what I mean? But I know the story that they teach us and the story that we've been told is not accurate.
No one.
I know that.
No one there the same.
I think it's ridiculous for us to even know who Christopher Columbus was. He was such a small part of what was going on back in the time.
That's one reason why they don't like Muslims. Muslims have never been a religion that has not stood tall. You know what I mean? Muslims have always stood on their religion. You're not going to slave me. You're not going to enslave me. You're not going to tell me what I should believe. I believe into this. I got this prophet. Each prophet changed. You know, it was Elijah Muhammad. Now we have Mr. Farrakhan. We have these prophets that the Lord sent. It's a different.
So check this out. So do you know?
We really should be reading Hebrew.
Right, I agree. So check this out. So do you know back in those days, it wasn't about race.
No, it's not.
It was about religion. Yeah. Your religion defines you, not your race.
That's why you got the Jew. Shit, the Jews been in war longer than we have.
Yeah.
Man, it's some shit on what the fuck did I just?
Religion is crazy, man. That's super powerful. People lose their damn mind.
Man, you watch The Blacklist?
The Blacklist?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Man, The Blacklist. So, it's just the last season. Her mother is a fucking spy. And her father is dead, but it's another nigga playing her daddy.
Wow. Like they cloned him?
No, he took the persona on so that the mama could live, but the mama came back to and said that I'm here again. You gotta watch the all the way through. That shit is fucking wild. But it's all they from overseas, so it's not American shit. So it's all they religion from overseas and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I might have to check that out. I love interesting television.
Yeah. I want to go see some pyramids.
Who you telling? I would love to go see some things that we actually built.
I have to.
Got to.
I got you. I want to, cause.
So check this out. I seen something that interested me earlier. Do you ever wonder why ain't no like biblical people in the museums? It's really only us.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's more African archaeological stuff in museums, and why ain't no biblical like stuff in the museums?
Well, because we came from slaves.
Excuse me?
We came from slaves.
No, we did.
We didn't, but that's what they teach us. So they would never put nothing in there. Cause, okay, the only one person that I have ever heard say this is Charlamagne the God. Why the fuck does not America try to do something about the shit that they did to slaves?
Because they got us right where they not trying to admit it.
Name a president. Everybody else ain't got a minute though. The Jews, the Italians got a minute in fucking brought cocaine.
Bro.
Dude, we don't own a fucking boat to the first. When African Americans got here, we was African fucking Americans.
Bro.
We got into the Haitians and all that shit because they took a boat here. We didn't go searching for that shit. That shit, them motherfuckers came here and told us about it.
Do you know how important it is for white supremacy to?
Oh man, don't stop that shit.
You know, I mean, I'm just saying, like, why would they ever reprimand what they did? Man, they did it for a reason, bro. Every day.
I don't even mean to call, and I'm not trying to be talking. As soon as they say, I don't care what year it is, and it's just me being honest. As soon as they say, I'm gonna give niggas money because I ain't saved y'all, it's gonna be riots everywhere.
They will never ever do that, bro.
It's gonna be riots everywhere. That's the only they won't say it in that language, but that's what will be where the money be for. And niggas go.
What you talking about, right? The closest thing you gonna get to reprimanding for being in slavery is a stimulus check. Be lucky you got that $1,200, and if you get another one, you will never, ever get reprimanded for that. I mean, so
give me $200 when I can. No, don't give me no. Matter of fact, don't even give me no motherfucking $200. I only bought Jordans with this shit. Give me some shit that I can actually use, man. Fuck $200. I need some property.
Yeah, right.
Fuck, I'm gonna do with $200.
Bro, you have
Dude, I can spend $200 on feeding kids for a month. $200 don't fucking faze me. It doesn't. giving me $1,200.
You have to look at it from their perspective,
From
bro.
their perspective, I'm telling you.
Our existence directly affects theirs.
Do you know how they got the $200?
You fuck about that $1,200, bro.
Do you know how they got to the $200?
I mean,
do you know how they came up with that sum of $200? They took the minimum wage across the United States and summed it up and figured that the minimum wage across the United States, no matter what city you in, across 50 states, that means you're only making $12 an hour as minimum wage. What the fuck are you doing making? It's 2020. Who the fuck making $12 an hour? Who making less than $12 an hour?
More than half of the United States, bro.
Dude, I ain't seen less than $12 an hour since like 03.
You come from a big city.
I know what the fuck I'm doing.
No, it's different. It depends on where you at. Look where you at.
I can do electrical work.
The average person can't, bro. The average person is uneducated and poor.
I can do electrical work before I make less than $10 an hour. Let alone 12.
What I think people fail to realize is that you're in a system that deliberately
fucks you over.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Yeah. You're not educated properly. You know what I mean? A lot of the real poor communities, you know what I mean, are dependent on the government. As long as you dependent on them, you'll never get any fucking where.
My face ain't on there.
Yo, who? No.
Okay, cool. Well, you can edit that part out.
No, I'm gonna let them hear you scared to get your face out here.
Yeah,
That's all good. I'm sure going on YouTube tonight.
Exactly.
But you know, K Studios. You know what I mean? Like, subscribe, share.
Put the championship sign on the Cubs hat on there. That's all they get.
Cubs championship, I suppose. You know, this shot town right there.
Official from from when they won it. I didn't just buy this yesterday. This is the first.
But we in the Heights. This K Studios. You know what I'm saying? 231. Get at me 100.